To the
You
third.
are muted.
Joe, you're muted.
Welcome everybody to the third posting party of 2026. My name is Joe Apfelbaum. I will be your host today. As you guys know, we do these posting parties so that people can kind of get to know each other, build relationships, and you could also have a place that you can invite your community to for people to learn about each other. Like when I see Mindy on LinkedIn, I want to comment on all of her posts. Why? Because I know her. I know her because she comes to the posting parties. When I see Rick, I want to comment on his posts. When I see Penny, when I see Brett, when I see Arlene and Jane and Mike and Latha, Wendy and Tina, these are people that I actually know because I've been interacting with them regularly through these posting parties. So if you want to get more people to comment on your content, you have to have more people that are active on LinkedIn that know you, like you, and trust you. So that's a powerful place, A, to build relationships, but also B, to have a place that's yours that you could bring people to 25 times a year, where it's not a place where anybody's buying anything or selling anything. It's a place where people are coming together, getting to know each other. We do a couple of elevator pitches where we kind of talk a little bit about what we do for a living for the new people that are here that don't know us yet, and for the people that are watching the replay. The key is to build relationships with people and get to know them so that when you see them online, when I see B. Randall online or Philip online or Lance LaForte online, I want to comment on his content. I just went to something called the Soulful Leadership Retreat. It was a weekend with 150 soulful leaders. And it was so many people came over to me and said, Joe, I always see you on LinkedIn. Like I see you all the time, and I can't believe I get to meet you in person and do a selfie. And the crazy thing is people think that they know me because they see me on LinkedIn consistently. You know what I mean? But do they really know me? Not really. I'm also getting inspired to start doing more in-person events. Before COVID, I did a lot of in-person events. I would do a monthly event in New York City. I would do lots of events all over. And so I'm getting re-inspired. People are feeling a need of physical human connection more now than ever. And so I'm getting re-inspired to do more events. That's why I'm attending all these events to kind of see how they do these events. And these, some of these people have been doing it, like the Marketers Cruise. This is the 20th year they're going to be doing it. Next January is the 20th year. So learning how that works, and many more people are hosting cruises. Learning how these 3-day retreats work. This is my first 3-day retreat that I gone like that, to a place that has coaches and authors and speakers. And it's interesting. Most people that are in the room have no idea how to use LinkedIn or even how to properly network online. So there's a great opportunity, A, for me, but B, there's a whole nother level of connection that you make when you see somebody in person and connect with them in person and spend time with them in person. I had at least 50 conversations over those 3 days, 50, with people that I'm going to follow up with. And the way that I'm going to follow up with them is using tools like LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram and so on. So it's a really powerful thing to go to these events and to connect with people and build real relationships. So if you guys are open to coming to an event, I plan on hosting an event very, very soon. So are you open to it? Write open in the chat if you're open to coming to an event. I'll host an event near an airport somewhere, and it would be cool for us to kind of all get together and build an actual physical relationship as well as our virtual relationship, which it's nice to be virtual, but it takes it to a whole nother level. Even if you come in for a day and we spend time together and we learn a couple things and we network and so on and so forth. So I'm getting inspired of the format of how to do it by going to these events, but also about the power of the types of relationships that you build when you're able to take things to a whole nother level, and the amount of content you can create. Did you guys see how much content I created? How many videos and selfies and pictures and interviews, and it's just incredible. So I think even if we do a small event where we only have 15, 20 people, it could be a very valuable thing where we spend a day together on a Sunday or a Saturday or a Thursday or something. It could be very powerful. So I'm speaking to my team about doing an event, an in-person event. One of the things I want to do a little housekeeping just to kind of teach you guys some of the things that we have going on. If you go into our community, you're going to see there's a post called the third posting party of 2026. Post your links below. So this is the link that I want you guys to go to, and you add your link there. And then whenever you see the post, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to like the post. So go ahead and click on that like button. Most of you don't like posts when you see them. I want you to get used to liking posts. When you like a post, it counts as an activity on your activity section, which increases your score. So if I go to my own profile, you're going to see my activity over here. You see my activity throughout the year. My goal is to be able to have an entire year of me doing at least 10 activities. But you see, some days I didn't do activities. When I was in the retreat, I completely was just focused on the retreat, and I didn't do any activities on the platform. I need to be held accountable to actually have consistent activities. When I'm on the cruise or whatever, I could still do 10 activities a day, which is going in and liking. So I need to be more active myself. And if you guys just give it a like, you'll see that your activity level will go up as well. Also, when you see somebody's posts, if you can like your other people's posts. It'll also give them points as well. If you read the rest of this post over here, I included 11 resources for you. Number one is the URL cleaner, which cleans your URL. Most of you know what that is. If you don't know what that is, when you have a long URL, you can clean it and remove all the garbage from the end of it. Resource number 2 is the idea generator to come up with ideas. Resource number 3 is the bulk link opener. If you don't know what that is, it's where you can copy all these links and put it into one place that makes it into a spreadsheet, and that quickly allows you to open each link very quickly and keep track of them. Resource number 4 is we're doing office hours. So I thought to myself, we're doing office hours every day at 12 and every day at 7 Eastern. I'm thinking to myself, as an incentive for more of you to join those office hours, what I'd like to do is I'd like to create a breakout room during those office hours for those of you that are more experienced at using EviAI and just want to work together with other EviAI members. It doesn't have to be like in a formal networking event, but it could be a place where you guys can chat, like a home where you guys can kind of get together. And so if you come there, we can create a breakout room for you where you can get together with a few other EviAI members at 12 and at 7 every day. And this way you guys can jump in and get some stuff done as a group if you're interested in it. Is it a good idea or a bad idea in the chat? I thought of making some breakout rooms there for different people to kind of jump in and just, it's a place where we're all coming to anyway. You might as well join. It's almost like, we're working from our house, most of us. I am. So I would love, if I have work to do, I might as well work together with you guys in a breakout room. So, and if you have a question to ask, you can ask each other's questions, or you want to support something. That could be a powerful thing. So come to the office hours. We'll make a breakout room for you. It doesn't take us much time to do that. And then resource number 5 is we have a webinar 25 times a year and a webinar replay. This is a great place for you to send your ideal clients to learn about LinkedIn and how to leverage LinkedIn, but also to be able to make some money off being an affiliate. This is a great thing to promote. You should have your affiliate links. If you don't have them, come to the office hours. We'll make sure that you have them correctly for all these links. You can have an affiliate link for these as well. If you need to meet with us one-on-one, we do make those meetings, those demos available of how to use EviAI. It's resource number 6. Resource number 7 is very important. We have 1,000 people that are coming to our annual LinkedIn Influencer Summit. It's virtual. It's an event on February 18th. I'd love it if you guys posted about it on LinkedIn. That would be epic. And let me know that you did. I'll make sure to like, comment, and repost it. This is a great event. It's a great place for you to invite people to. I invite 100 people a day to it, and many people are thanking me profusely, even if they can't make it. They're thanking me profusely for inviting them. So it's a big win when people are able to come and learn about LinkedIn. So resource number 7, I highly recommend that you guys spread the word. It'll be if you do send somebody there, they will thank you for a long time, because the amount of information that we give out over 3 hours there with the top LinkedIn influencers is very powerful. Resource number 8 is our goal setting masterclass. Resource number 9 is we have an assessment that we created called Tree Levers. And resource number 10, we're teaching TikTok. We're doing a TikTok class with Alex next month. And resource number 11, this week, a lot of people have been asking about how to properly do online events like webinars. They're like, Joe, how do you get 50 to 100 people to a webinar consistently? And how do you properly run it? So one of our clients, who's been an EviAI Pro user for over a year, came with me to the cruise, and then she came with me to the Soulful Leadership Retreat. And together we're doing this thing on Thursday that you guys are welcome to join. It's a webinar on how to do webinars. That's the idea. So if you're curious about it, Mindy said she was going to come. That was my post for the day. So let me show you how I put my post in here, my post for the day in here. So the first thing I do is I go to LinkedIn and I grab my post like this. You see, I grab my post and I have, oh, that's not my post. That's me being live right now. I grab I grab my post like this, copy the link to the post, and then I simply go into the community and paste my link in here and press comment. That's how simple it is. You guys get what I just did? I grabbed my post, I went in there and I did that. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so each one of you could have a little voice here because I want to hear everybody's beautiful voices. We'll start with Mindy01 and then Rick02. And Mindy, also take a moment and tell us about the 4 series of Get Hired that you're doing as well. But Mindy, take it away.
Thank you, Joe. So I'm on a mission. And my mission is to take the cringe out of the pitch. So many people are smart and capable and very difficult to talk about themselves. And so the first topic we're going to talk about in our 4-week seminar, which is called Get Hired, the first technique we're going to talk about is how to take that cringe out of the pitch and make it into a bridge. Because that's what a pitch is. It's just a bridge between what I know I do and you guys to understand what I do. So what I do is I help people get hired. And that is the name of our 4-week seminar, which is happening in March. I'm going to put the link in the chat so you guys can sign up for it. And we're going to spend 4 Tuesdays in a row talking about things that you need to get hired, a pitch, a unique value proposition, how to tell your story. How do you tell your story, right? Your career story, so people understand it and want to hire you. And then we end it all with a capstone with a recruiter panel. We're going to have Q&A for our recruiters. So great. Very excited to do this for Evie, and you're all welcome to join. I just want to mention that this Thursday, talk about hitting milestones. Rick, we have hit 195 people who are coming to our event on Thursday. Woo woo! And a lot of them are Evie people. So excited. I think it's the most I've ever gotten, 195, Rick. So considering that we only have 100 seats, it's going to be a race to who gets in first. So I'm super excited, and thank you for all you do, Rick, and to Joe and everyone here. Watch for my link and join us. I'm having a great time. I hope you guys are as well.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for the kind words, and thank you for hosting that amazing event. Rick, take it away. Give us your 15 seconds of love and tell us what's going on. And after Rick goes, I'm going to talk a little bit about the post that Rick posted about extensions. But go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. And thank you, Mindy. I'm honored to be on your Career Accelerator. She does this every month, guys. So I'm on a mission too. It's to create happy Mondays. Many of you guys may not know this. A lot of people get sick to their stomach on Sunday because they're going to a job on Monday they hate, with people they hate, and or business owners have leaders that aren't getting the job done. So we deliver results through people. We have a unique 8-step recruiting process. Been doing this for 20 years across all industries and all functional titles. And I just love this community, love giving back. And I get energy from you guys. Joe, thanks for your leadership. We also do a social proof party every other Wednesday. So if you're available at 4 o'clock Eastern on Wednesday, we talk about branding, talk about recommendations, getting endorsements, endorsing skills, and how do you get social proof so that people trust you to want to do business with you. So thank you, Joe. Appreciate it and glad to be here.
Thank you for being one of the leaders in our community. We have a bunch of people that are leading in the community. Rick is clearly on the top because he gives so much. He's always going there, commenting on everyone's posts and supporting everybody. So thank you for being a leader. I just clicked on over here where it says Bulk Link Opener 4. This opens up this website called the Bulk Link Opener 4. I paste in the content from the website, and it basically shows me a list of all the URLs, the 26 URLs you guys shared. Now, I added a keyboard shortcut here, which is Alt-W, and Alt-W just opens up the next link. So if I want to comment on the post, I see already comment, that's great. Now I press Control-W, and that closes that link. I press Alt-W, opens the next link. So that makes it really fast for me to leave a comment. So if I want to leave a comment on Christy's post, I just tell Evie AI to write the comment. Evie AI writes the comment and posts it right over here. Now, some people have been complaining and saying that, hey, you're not allowed to use any extensions with you're not allowed to use any extensions on your browser as a result of LinkedIn. There's a guy that posted something on LinkedIn, and he said, one of our influencers from last year's Influencer Summit, he said LinkedIn from the source told him that they're not willing to tolerate any extensions whatsoever, and they're going to be restricting people. He didn't say they're going to be restricting people. He just said that they're not willing to tolerate any extensions whatsoever. Now, a browser extension that you have is essentially an extension to your browser. It makes your browser more usable. What they're saying is, when they're saying, I'm not willing to tolerate any extension, what they're saying is, when you're on LinkedIn, there are certain extensions that add overlays on LinkedIn. Even like Grammarly, when you click into the comment box, Grammarly would have a little tiny button over here that fixes your grammar. They're not willing to tolerate Grammarly anymore because LinkedIn doesn't know what happens in your browser. They can't know. It's a security risk. They could only know what happens on their website. So they can monitor if I change parts of the website. So if I right-click over here and I press inspect, I can go through this code and change parts of the website on LinkedIn, but they will know that I changed parts of the website in real time. They can monitor that. Do you get what I'm saying? So the extension can go in and add little buttons. You know, there are some extensions that add contact information overlays on LinkedIn. There's My Most Trusted, for example, that tells you which connections are doing what, and that's a very dangerous extension. Those extensions are dangerous because they're overlaid on LinkedIn. As a matter of fact, LinkedIn's legal department reached out to me when Evie AI was overlaid on LinkedIn, and they said you are forbidden from doing that because it says it clearly in the terms. So you type in LinkedIn terms and conditions, and it says it very, very clearly in their user agreement that you're not allowed to have any overlays. Bots. Let's see. I'm gonna search bots here and see. Okay, use of bots, unauthorized methods, you download, redirect messages, create comments, all this stuff that create or comment on or like or share or reshare. When you have bots doing things automatically, they don't like that. Do you get it? Or unauthorized automated methods to access the services. They don't like any of that. They also don't like the overlay. So I would suggest that you read this. You read this don'ts. And I read the don'ts, and then I reviewed it with LinkedIn's legal department. And they then had their engineering team review Evie AI and said Evie AI is fine. Why? Because we don't automate anything on LinkedIn, and we're no longer overlaid. Do you get it? We have to spend a lot of engineering time to create Evie AI outside of LinkedIn. And they said that we not only have to create it outside of LinkedIn, they said it has to work on other platforms like Facebook as well in order for it to comply, because it can't be a LinkedIn extension because that violates their trademark. And so we enabled Evie AI to work in Facebook. Do you see? Do you get what I'm saying? So it works on all platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It's not related to LinkedIn anymore. It used to be completely tied to LinkedIn. So I'm going down to LinkedIn headquarters in like 2 weeks to go speak to their product team to review this again. In light of what Rick said, I just want to make sure everything's good. But I already reviewed this with their legal department. They keep monitoring us and making sure that we're complying because they don't want us to do things that will put our users at risk. Now, I just want to let you know something very important. Here's something very, very important to note. If you do too much activity on LinkedIn, you will get a restriction. Now, there are different levels of restriction. I recently got a restriction because I left like 50 comments within an hour. I commented very, very quickly. I was on LinkedIn Live while this happened to me. And the restriction was you cannot comment for 24 hours on someone else's post. That was the restriction I got. Okay? I didn't know that I got that restriction. I just couldn't comment on anyone's post till the 24-hour mark hit. Then I was able to comment on posts again. So if you do any activity, and I was leaving manual comments. I don't always use Evie AI to leave comments. Sometimes I'm leaving manual comments. Sometimes I'm using Evie AI. But what I want you to know is if you do too much activity on the platform, they will restrict you using automated technology. It's not even a human going in and doing that. So knowing your guardrails and not doing too much activity all of a sudden, like opening up too many profiles. Jasmine also said that if too many people look at your profile too quickly, LinkedIn will ban your account. So you have to do things organically. Go ahead, Rick. Rick wants to say something.
Yeah, just wanted to add it on to that point, Joe, and thanks for addressing this, is they also measure dwell time. So if you just look at, like Mindy does a mindful posting party on Mondays, which you guys should attend.
Jane does.
I'm sorry, Jane does. Thank you, Jane Lehman. And like if you go to somebody's post and immediately comment without taking a couple of seconds that you would normally take to read it, they know you're just, even if you're not using automation, it'll get flagged. So Jane recommends you read the post so that when you do your comment, it applies to that. It looks like a human did it, right? So kudos to Jane and her party.
Now, there's something very interesting I want everyone to realize is that LinkedIn is an important platform. But you know what's more important than LinkedIn? Is having my cell phone number. So I want everyone to put their cell phone number in the chat, and let's do things old school. When I was at the Soulful Leadership Retreat, people were like, Joe, how are you just like connecting with everybody? Because a lot of the people there were not active on LinkedIn. I made a WhatsApp group. And then for every person that I liked, I said, hey, can you scan this QR code and join our WhatsApp group? I instantly had their cell phone number. That is a massive competitive advantage to get cell phones. Now, everyone can drop their cell phone in the chat, by the way, and some people are afraid to share their cell. Dude, your cell's available online anyway. Like, we can find your cell. Just make it easy for us, the right people, to find your cell. Do you get what I'm saying? And then we could save each other into the contacts, and then we can text each other, call each other, and have real relationships with people. Because this LinkedIn is just a way to build a real relationship. It's not just be on LinkedIn, because there's so many people that are just think that it's all about LinkedIn. It's not about LinkedIn. It's about having a real connection and a real relationship. So if I pick up the phone and call Rick and he calls me back and we talk, that's when the relationship happens. Sure, we see each other on LinkedIn and support each other and so on. Last December, I posted a viral video, and the video took off, and I got 5 million views on the video, and then LinkedIn restricted my account. And I had to contact headquarters and find out what the heck's going on, and they're like, it was an automated restriction. We can't remove it. We don't know. And then finally, I put it on the top, and I tagged everyone on Twitter, and they got my account back. And they even emailed me, saying, sorry, we cannot give you your account back. And they said the reason is because I had assistants logging into my account, helping me use my account. But really, we all knew it was because I got 5 million views on a post that I posted. So I'm not a big fan of getting millions of views on LinkedIn or going viral. I'm a big fan of getting 5 conversations a day with your ideal target market. You guys understand the difference between going viral and hoping for the best and actually getting 5 conversations a day? That's where you need to think about, and then staying top of mind with the right 1,000 people, your right 1,000 tribe. So if you're posting regularly, I recently started posting on TikTok. I get 100 views. I have 50 followers on my TikTok account. I get 100 views in every video. And I saw a guy who owns a company that I invested in. Very, very successful guy. He built a $40 billion company. I saw him at the airport in Orlando, and he's like, Joe, oh my God. We did a selfie. Okay, the guy has 40,000 followers on LinkedIn. We did a selfie. And he's like, I see you on TikTok. You know that. I'm like, what? How do you see me on TikTok? I have 50 followers. I was shocked. The guy's like, I see you. I see you on TikTok. I was like, oh my God. He's like, you're doing great. You're doing a great job. And I opened the account like 10 days ago. So that's crazy. So it's the same thing with LinkedIn. Just like posting on a regular basis, connecting with the right people, and seeing what happens. Seeing what happens, putting yourself out there. But the key is your measurement of success is going to come from learning how to book 5 conversations a day with your target market, which is 1,000 conversations a year. If you want to generate $100,000 in profit, that's the shortcut. Okay, Penny, take it away. Penny 03. Take it away, Penny. Give us your elevator pitch.
Wow, this is so much. And I'm one of those people on the Monday, Rick. And I even posted about the Monday. But hi, I'm Penny. I'm a fractional people partner, and I help small to medium-sized businesses win every day with smart HR strategies that not only save time, but save money. And Zach Love just texts me from this group. So see the power of this group and the phone number.
Wow, so powerful. Thank you, Zach Love, for doing that. Okay, Brett, take it away.
Thanks. Good morning, everybody. Brett Boggs, Vital Health Global. And I help deliver health and wellness outcomes that you're looking for, removing the guesswork using your body's own data.
Wow. Very interesting. Love that. It makes me want to learn more. That's the best
We will
elevator.
later on today.
Amazing. Yeah, Brett's going to get on the phone. We're going to have a conversation with Brett. But I want you guys to know is the amount of conversations that you have on a daily basis will determine the amount of money that you make. Period. The amount of conversations that you have on a daily basis with people that can either do business with you or refer business to you will dictate the amount of money that you make. Everything else is noise. Everything else is noise. So of course you have to do your work, but in order to get those conversations. So if you look at your future, your next month, and you don't have 20, 30, 40, 50 conversations booked, you're probably not doing the right thing. I was talking yesterday to a massage therapist that I met who's going to sign up to the EVAI Bundle Plus. She's super excited. She doesn't even have a proper LinkedIn account, and she's ready to go. She said she spends $7,000 on a coach every single year to help her. And she said our 20-minute conversation at the conference got her so much further to her goal of making an additional $100,000 in profit than a year of working with that $7,000 coach. And I said, I'll coach you. I'll meet you every day, twice a day through our office hours. Our people will meet you every day, twice a day for an entire year and hold your hand. And she's like, I'm ready to go. And then she gave me the most incredible massage ever. And she moved my fascia around, and like my back feels like butter. And I was like, why are you not fully booked? She's like, I'm afraid to get on the phone with people. I'm afraid they won't want to talk to me. And she's in a BNI group. She's in a BNI group. Guys, think about that. She has 40 people that love her, that want to refer business to her, but she's not booking one-on-ones with them. Think about that. You have so many people you're connected to, you're not booking one-on-ones with, and it's because you have these beliefs. Trust me, I used to have them. I used to meet with billionaires and have beliefs that they didn't want to meet with me, that I didn't want to bother them. And I told you got to get over your ego. You got to let go of that ego, of that identity, and just be of service to other people. Just be of service. Just get on the phone and see how you can help them. See how you can make a difference to them. So I want you guys to think about what beliefs you have right now that are stopping you from getting on the phone with people and having conversations. What are the beliefs that are stopping you from filming that 1-minute video and posting it on LinkedIn? What are the beliefs that are stopping you from commenting on every post I've ever written? I have 10,000 posts for you to comment on. Okay. Thank you. I thought that was hilarious. Okay, go ahead, Arlene 05 and then Jane 06. Take it away.
I'm losing my voice, so excuse me. So I'm Arlene Torgerson, co-founder of Antares Professional Solutions in Los Angeles. I'm an executive recruiter, talent strategist, and leadership coach who partners with founders and executives to build high-performance teams and navigate career transitions and align talent with meaningful business growth. We guide leaders to align transformative growth, and our motto is we hire brilliant talent with stellar results. And Joe, I'm a big fan of yours. I follow you everywhere, and I'm inspired every time you're here. So I'm glad, and I love this community too, because I'm learning something every day new. And even though I've known you for over 2 years, every day is a new lesson with this community. So thank you so much, and thank you, everyone.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. And Arlene is coming on the Marketers Cruise, January 2027. So if you guys want to join me and Arlene for 8 days on the cruise, you just pay for your room. You get unlimited food. You get unlimited networking. Get 450 other coaches, authors, speakers. It's $500 deposit. That's refundable till September. I suggest that you guys grab your cabin before it's sold out. It's about 80% sold out already, and it's going to get sold out completely. So I suggest that you guys grab your cabin if you can. Click on the link in the chat. Even if you don't want to network with everybody and you just want to go on a vacation, it's a great to vacation with people that there's hundreds of people there that would want to just go on an excursion with you, and you never know what type of joint venture it turns into. So I would suggest that you guys look at it, at least look at the website. It's marketerscruise.com. Take a look at the different cabins that are available and see if you want to go with somebody and join in and build relationships. This past year, we had over 24 clients that were there, EVAI clients, and many more signed up that were on the cruise. And so I'm imagine we have a cruise with 400 of us and we're all EVAI people. How cool would that be? Anyway, so I want you guys to think about that and click on the link and see if it's something that you want to bring your spouse along with, or just come with a friend, or maybe bring your kids or whatever. There's 4,000 other people on there. But I think it's really powerful to get, for me, I had 100 conversations over 8 days, but you know, like some people don't even have 100 conversations in 2 months or 3 months. And I was able to have meaningful conversations at the pizza place and at the buffet and at the randomly just on an elevator or at the jacuzzi or in the spa, or like you just see people all the time, and everybody has a business owner. So it's like, and everyone has an audience. So it's like very powerful to connect in that way. So I'm glad Arlene's coming with me. If anybody else wants to come along with us, it would be awesome. Diana Page Jordan said, I'm on for the 3rd year. I learn amazing things every time. Stunning growth. Thank you, Diana. Appreciate it. Okay. Jane 06 and then Mike 07 and then Latha 08. Jane, take it away.
Good morning. Good morning. Jane Lehman in Bernie, Texas. I'm with Legal Shield Business Solutions, helping business owners protect and grow their businesses. So today, Joe, I'm headed to the beach, y'all. I think a lot of you know that. I'm not going though until after the mindful commenting party. I'm going to do that before I take off, see my dedication. Actually, it's because my rental car, but that's okay. I'll go with it. But I have to go have some Bloody Marys and help this friend not be lonely. So that's where I'll be after the mindful commenting party. Please leave your posts links here though on Joe's party, and then come see us about mindful commenting. Thanks, Joe.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Jane. And if you guys haven't set up a one-on-one with Jane, I highly recommend it. She is an epic giver. We have so many great givers in our community, so many people that want to make a difference and want to support each other. And many of us have hundreds, if not thousands, of people that know us, like us, and trust us, that are out there. So everybody has a group of people that know you, like you, and trust you. So make sure that you have your circle, that you build your circle, and that you nurture your circle by setting up one-on-ones with people and building relationships. Okay, Mike 07, and then Latha 08, and then Wendy 09. Take it away, Mike.
Yes, I'm just getting over the flu, so my voice is just finally coming back. Think about it, guys. Your SEO, what's SEO doing for you today? You know, where are you going to find your next 100 prospects? They have now AI, ChatGPT, Google Gemini now has gone over the 50% mark of people actually asking questions inside of LLM models. And that's where they're looking. A lot of people aren't even going to websites. They're just taking the answers that they get from the LLM models and are contacting people through that. That's one of the things we're doing with our new SEO searches, is getting you involved with those LLM models. So if you want to do a free audit, I can give you a free audit to tell you how you're showing up in those LLM models and how you can really start showing up in the future on them.
Amazing, amazing. And if you guys have a website that you'd like to share, feel free to share your website in the Zoom chat. I'm going to show you how easy it is to share a website in the Zoom chat. I'm going to go to eviai.com. This is my website, eviai.com. I'm going to press copy, and I'm going to share my website in the Zoom chat. Now, I also created another website, and what I realized is when I go to an event, soulfulretreat.eviai.com. When I go to an event, what I realize is if I can capture the directory of the people that are at the event, what I could do is I could vibe code an actual directory. So for the Soulful Retreat, I actually vibe coded a directory with the people that were at, not every single person, but most of the people that were at the event. And so if you guys want to learn how I did this, we do teach AI every single month for 3 hours, called the AI Business Development Circle. Just so you know, for those of you that want to learn, you can build a site like this with a back-end database with the ability to have people log in with all this other stuff. Like, for example, I can go here and I can actually log in. I'm going to press login. And when I log into this directory, then I can go to each person and I can determine if I know the person or don't know the person, and if they're a client, JV partner, networking, prospect. You see, I'm going to click networking. I'm going to say I want to network with this person. I want to find her on LinkedIn. I press LinkedIn. It just pulls up her profile on LinkedIn. Do you see that? She's in Boston, Massachusetts, which is amazing. And it looks like she's not really using LinkedIn. She did post 5 days ago here. So I'm going to go ahead and press the connect button, and I'll be able to connect with her and build a relationship. But do you see the way that I can also write a note here? I'm going to press note, and I'm going to say, I made her a tea, and press add note. You see that? I wrote, I made her a tea. And so when I reach out to her and build a relationship with her, I'm going to reference the tea. Now, there's also the website, the email, and everything else over there. But if you guys want to check this out, I'll put the link to this so you can see this. But if you want to start coming to the AI Business Development Circle, I know Rick is part of it, and a few other of you. Anybody here is part of anyone here comes for the 3-hour session? Okay, it looks like Arlene says she comes, Rick comes. A few of you are in it. June comes to it. June, do you want to quickly speak to it and the value that you get from it real quick, the AI Business Development Circle? Because we're going to be teaching how to build a directory like that from scratch. Go ahead, June.
I mean, what you give, I mean, I didn't have a chance to go to the last one, but the other couples that I have, and I'm going on Monday, also next Monday, it's very, very valuable. Joe gives you so much stuff. It's like a fire hose almost, but I mean, you learn so much about AI and all the little nuances, all the little tips. It's mind blowing. It's really really worth your time.
And it's 36 hours a year of training that we give you, part of our AI Circle. So I put the link in the chat for you to guys join us, and you get access to the last 2.5 years of us doing it, to all the recordings. So if you're interested in joining us live this coming Monday at 2 to 5, you're welcome to join us. I will be showing you how I built that directory. So I first built a Chrome extension that downloaded everybody from the Facebook group. Then I used a tool that went through each Facebook profile, and I'll show you which tool I used, and basically found their LinkedIn profile and created their bio and their website. Then I found a tool that automatically went to all their LinkedIns and pulled up everything about them from all their LinkedIns across 129 people that it was able to find in the Facebook group. And then I used another tool that took all that and turned it into an online directory that people could log in, leave notes and all that stuff. And I didn't write a line of code. And hosted and everything. I'm going to show you the whole process. I'm going to uncover exactly how to do that. And you can charge money for this. As a matter of fact, the event organizer of the Soulful Retreat told me that people would pay $5,000 for that process. And she herself has 28 clients. She has 28 clients that she can hook me up with that would pay $5,000 each to be able to get a directory like that built for their own audiences. And so think about that. That's powerful. And Tina's raising her hand. Go ahead, Tina.
So this is from a Facebook group?
Yeah, so I took a Facebook group. I'll show you the Facebook group. I'll just share my screen. I'll show you what I did. Watch this. So you go to facebook.com. I go into the Facebook group called the Soulful Leadership Retreat. Do you see there's 111 members here?
Yep.
So I took these 100. I had an AI that went through this and basically took everybody that's here. Every single person that's here, including this person over here. Including this Tatiana Bowers. I'm going to send her a connection request. But all these people, took all these people and put it into a spreadsheet. I'll show you what the sheet looks like. Drive.google.com. Here's what the spreadsheet had created. Here, look. You see it says Facebook group? It just basically took their name, their bio, their user ID, and their profile link. Okay, so it basically took all that. Then I took all this information, put it into another tool. It took all that and basically built out a whole thing with everybody's website and their bio and their LinkedIn profile and everything. And then I took that and put it into another tool and it went to everybody's LinkedIn profile and pulled up how many followers they have and like all this other stuff, like everything that's available on LinkedIn. And then from there, I built the directory off that. Does that make sense, Tina?
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, it's a process that would take me about 15-20 minutes to cover, and we don't have 15-20 minutes now. I want to make sure we get through everybody else, but I just want to let you know that it's possible for somebody without a ton of technical knowledge to be able to do something. I mean, if you know how to use a spreadsheet, you have to know how to use a basic spreadsheet to download a CSV and upload a file. But if you don't know how to do that basic stuff, you're not gonna be able to do it. But you don't have to code at all. You have to use some tools, and some of the tools cost $19, another tool costs $25, whatever. So there's a cost to it. But knowing how to use these tools is like, holy shit! Like oh my God, that's crazy. Anyway.
So Joe, how much does it cost to join the AI group?
It's $247 a month to be part of the mastermind, and you get instant access to the last 2.5 years of content, and you get to meet me live for 3 hours every single month. So it's not a ridiculous amount of money, and it's month to month. So it's not like, oh my God, there are people that run masterminds that, the people from the Soulful Retreat, they charge for their mastermind. They charge $17,000 or $16,000 or something like that for the year. And people join it happily. They spend the $16,000. I'm like, holy shit, I should be charging like $25,000 for what I teach you guys.
No, you shouldn't.
I'm saying I'm like way undercharging, but you know what? For me, I'm not here. I already made it. You know what I mean? I'm here to be able to deliver a tremendous amount of value to you guys, and make a difference for you. And my mission is the following. You guys ready? Is to have 1,000 people, 1,000 people that are using LinkedIn together every day, and they're each generating $100,000 a year in profit as a result of it. That's $100 million in economic activity that I want to create within my world. And I want you guys to help me do that so we can all create $100 million in each other's businesses together collectively, because 100,000 times 1,000 is 100 million. We can do this together. 1,000 people is not rocket science to get to. But if we had a community with 1,000 Tinas and 1,000 Ricks and 1,000 Mikes and 1,000 Arlenes and 1,000 Junes, we had 1,000 people and we all loved each other and we all supported each other and we were there and we're all on LinkedIn and we're all active, we're all networkers, that's a powerful vision to have. And we all came to the posting party. You get what I'm saying? Imagine if there was 1,000 people here right now. We have 45, 50 people here right now, which is awesome. But imagine if we had 1,000 here. You know what I mean? That's the vision. That's what I want to create together with you guys. And it's something that you do. It takes a lot of effort and energy to do this together, but we're in it together because this is our home. You know what I mean? This is the place that we're making our home. I don't know how we're going to get there, but I know that we're going to get there. June, you raised your hand?
Yeah, I just had one thing I forgot to add in the mastermind. Joe also has a slew of courses that that you can learn, tutorials. I'm sure you guys know it already, like Otter. There's quite a few in there, and a lot of other, little courses in there.
Awesome. Yes, we're constantly adding new tutorials for different tools that are very helpful, that are a part of that mastermind. Thank you, June, for saying that. Awesome. All right, so Arlene went, Mike went. Latha, you're next. Share with us your 15-second elevator pitch. Take it away.
Hello, Joe. Good morning, all. So we just had a forum hosted by Deborah at 7:30 Central Time, and I recently joined that, and someone mentioned he's paying $2,500 a month and not able to get what he needs from his software developers. So I asked him, what type of framework are you using? Is it Agile? Do you have any backlogs? Do you have any sprints? He said, that's all. They're saying it's all there. Then I said, I think we need to have a conversation because that's what I do for my living. So I'm Lata Kumar from Xamarin Solutions. We are a software development company, and we develop world-class software for small, medium, large businesses at a reasonable cost. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I love the story, the demonstration. That's great. Awesome. Wendy, then Tina, then B. Randall, then Jens. Go ahead, Wendy. Take it away. Feel free to unmute yourself when she's looking for the mute button. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, I'm Wendy Byford. Our company for the past 20 years has been setting up LLCs and then teaching people how to form a business inside the LLC. So if they go to court or they get audited, they look like a professional business run by a professional manager. When we set you up, we don't run away. We stick around to help you with all those niggling questions and to teach you so that if 10 years from now you've got a question, you just come back and ask your question and we will answer it for you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Tina, take it away, and then B. Randall, and then Jens.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tina Larson with the Folsom Group, a New York City co-op and condo consultant. So I want to meet co-op and condo boards so that I can help them save time and money. So what is a co-op board? Let me explain this because I realized that some people are confused. So if you own an apartment that is in an HOA, not everybody there can make decisions, so therefore they vote in a board, which is basically like a miniature government. They're the ones who make the decisions on all the owners in the building. And this month, I'm focused on property management searches. If you listen for anyone who hates their property manager, send them my way. Thank you.
Awesome. I want to take a moment and thank you, Tina, for being so epic. I want to take a selfie with you guys. Are you guys cool with us doing a quick selfie? Yes, Joe, do you give me permission to take a selfie with you? Joe from Philadelphia is in the house with his white shirt and his tie. I love it. Okay, guys, look at the camera and we're going to take a selfie. You ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, we got the selfie. And here's one of the beautiful things I love doing with a selfie, just so you guys know. Maybe you know, maybe you don't know, is one of the beautiful things I love doing when I take selfies with people. is I love posting the selfie on LinkedIn. So if I go to LinkedIn and I'm going to go here, I'm going to press start a new post, and I paste the selfie in here. Do you see that? I can then tag all of you inside the post. Do you guys know how to tag people inside a post? I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to type in Mindy. You see? And I click on Mindy's name, and that tags Mindy in the post. I'm going to type in Rick. You see that? Rick KL, and that tags Rick inside the post. And what that does for me is that it's a strategy that I use if I'm tagging people that are likely to comment on the post. It's a strategy that I use to get even more exposure on that particular post and make it more likely that those people will comment on the post and pay attention to it. You want to use mentions strategically on LinkedIn where it's not annoying. So, for example, I went to the Soulful Leadership Retreat. I took selfies with a bunch of people. I made a collage with the selfies, and then I posted it and tagged all the people and said what we did and whatever, and all those people saw it. And then every time someone commented, all those 30 people that I tagged, they all got notified, which is crazy. And they're like, how are you doing this? How are you blowing? I usually get no notifications, and now you blew up my phone, dude. And 30 people walked over to me. They're like, dude, you're blowing up my phone. This is insane. I've never had so much exposure in my life. Thank you so much for spotlighting me. And they had no idea that I use this mention technology. Do you get what I'm saying? So you do that. You go to a networking event. Maybe Tina will go to Lisa's event, and she'll do a selfie with a bunch of people or with the whole table, and then she'll tag everybody there, and then they'll all get tons of exposure. They'll be like, my gosh, Tina's the queen. I got to refer her business. She did so much for me. Meanwhile, all you did was tag people. Do you get what I'm saying? All you did was mention a few people, and they don't even know because nobody ever mentioned them ever in their life. They don't even know it's a thing. We take it for granted. We know what mentions are, but most people have no idea the power of mentions. So highly recommend that you guys use it, but use it strategically. Don't randomly mention people. Mention people that you either met or that are likely to comment on the post as a result that it's relevant to them. All right, B. Randall, take it away. Then Jens, then Joe, then Philip, then Eugene, the branding machine. Go ahead, B. Randall.
Good morning, everybody. Joe, nice to see you. Nice to see everybody else even more. I'm Randall Willis. I founded Right Angle. We work with business leaders who are not happy with the results of their sales and marketing efforts. We created what we call the Right Angle Engagement Engine, which allows us to build better visibility, create engagement, and generate opportunities.
Amazing, 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 amazing sauce. I was doing research on rooms, like to rent a room. And it costs somewhere in the range, if you're getting food for a day or whatever, it costs somewhere in the range between $300 and $500 for a day to rent a room for people to come to. And the bigger the room, the more expensive it is per person for some weird reason. To rent a room with food, with AV, with all the stuff, it's $300 to $500 cost per person. That's why when people do events, they charge, $700, $800, $1,000 so that at least they can cover their cost for the event. Would you guys be able to invest $500 to come to an event? There's going to be a cost for you to stay over too, maybe $200 for the hotel for the night, another $200 for the airplane. So it'll end up costing you $1,000. Just write yes or no if you were able to invest in coming to an event somewhere for a day where we rent a place. It includes food. It includes whatever. Or if we go to Mexico, somebody said you just pay $280 a night in Mexico, and it's all inclusive, including the food, including the look, and it's just $280 a night. Should we do Mexico or should we stay in the U.S.? What do you guys think? I'm just wondering, where are you planning to do it? I was thinking about either doing it near the New Jersey airport or doing it in Orlando. If you guys want to go somewhere warm, we can do it in Orlando. So again, we don't have to have 1,000 of us doing it, or we could do it in Hollywood, Florida, near my mother's house, because I want to go there anyway. You guys could tell me where you guys think. Lance said Puerto Vallarta. Leave the research to me. That's what I do. You're busy. Ooh, I love that. Hit me up. Okay, U.S., Florida. Keep it local. Florida, U.S., Dallas, Texas, June said. Rick says Florida, Mexico, Nashville, Texas, centrally located. Okay, cool. Has to be near an airport. Las Vegas, Eugene said. Of course. Hollywood, Florida, Sherry said. Okay, cool. Let's keep talking. Let's keep having this conversation. That's awesome. All right, so who's next?
I think I'm next, and I also want to invite you all for the event. We can also host it in Portugal, where I live. So you guys are all welcome here as well. My name is Jens, and I help recruitment agencies to implement some AI and automation, and to actually help the recruiters get rid of all the admin tasks and to really get them back into the like the connecting part, the connection with people. I saw quite a few people are here in the HR and recruitment space, and yeah, if I really invite you to look at the video that I've posted for the posting party to see some of the possibilities if you are into that. And thank you all for yeah for this, and thank you, Joe, for this great opportunity for the posting party.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And here's an idea that somebody gave me. They said, Joe, find amazing events that people want to go to anyway, and then do your event the day before that event. So they're going to come to that event anyway, that maybe costs $300 to go to or $500 to go to, and you just tack on your event the day before. So maybe people will just want to come to your event and not go to that event, but a lot of the people that are coming to that event will want to automatically come to your event as well. So that's another idea. So for example, if we're doing the Marketers Cruise, I would do an event before the Marketers Cruise in Florida that's happening in January, and whoever wants to come a day early can come a day early to my event, and then after we'll go on the cruise together and we'll spend 8 days together, and so on and so forth. That's the thought process. Adrienne has her hand up. Go ahead, Adrienne.
Yeah. In fact, I went to an event, the NVIDIA Government Technology Conference in DC at the end of October, and Google Public Sector did the event the day after.
Yeah.
So sometimes if you're going to go on a trip or something like that, if you can do it before or after, because maybe somebody can't go on the cruise, but they can go to the event.
Amazing idea. Thank you. Thank you. So if you guys are going to any events in the next 6 months, let me know what events you plan on going to. I'm going to Tokyo with 50 top CEOs, 50 global CEOs. So I'm going to Tokyo in March, and then I'm going with my kids for Passover to Hollywood, Florida, and then I'm going to speak in Atlanta, and then I'm going to an event in San Diego in April, and then I'm going to Denver, I think. I'm going to go speak in Denver at an event. So that's kind of like my schedule for the next couple of months. But for the next at least 4 weeks, I'm going to be local here. I'm not going anywhere for the next 4 or 5 weeks. I'm going to stay here. Marlene said, we're in Atlanta. I'm not sure. I think it's Atlanta, Georgia, but I'm not sure where. It's for Entrepreneurs Organization. They're hiring me to speak to the chapter at the end of April. So, Marlene, I will let you know. I'll probably be posting about my travel schedule, because I might do events around the places that I'm going to be going anyway. If I'm going to San Diego, I might as well do an event in San Diego, whatever. But I'll definitely let you guys know. Latha said I'm going to Cancun this week and then Long Beach in March. Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, Joe Mitchell. Me and Joe met on the cruise. We were chilling like villains on the cruise, and then we played mini golf together on the roof of the boat.
Yes.
Joe, tell everybody your 15-second elevator pitch.
Okay. I am a attorney, and I help mid-career. So I've.
Oh, you got cut off there. Yeah, you got cut off there. I think you may have muted yourself somehow. It's not muted on Zoom, I can see, but I think maybe your mic got turned off or something.
Yeah, I see.
There, now you're good.
I think we're good now. Okay, so I'm an attorney, a 40-year attorney, Harvard educated, and I help mid-career attorneys to advance their careers and sustain their high performance without burnout and stress. And so if you know anybody who is, and mostly these attorneys are in big firms, so if you deal with big firms or know anybody in big firms, I would love to talk with you.
Okay, awesome. If anybody knows a lawyer, right, I know a lawyer in the chat. Joe, how has it been so far? You just joined Evie AI, the Bundle Plus, literally in the past 3 weeks. How has your experience been? Have you been having more conversations than you had before? Are you building relationships with people?
Definitely. I have learned so much about LinkedIn. It's crazy. I've gotten amazing support. I've connected with so many different people, And I'm just like excited about continuing to take it to the next level.
And you've hired other LinkedIn trainers before. How does this compare in terms of the investment, in terms of the value that you're getting, and knowing that you have a whole year of this ahead of you? How does this compare to other people that you've hired in the past?
Well, I was just thinking, not only a year, but you also get another person that you can bring in, which is like amazing. This is an amazing value, Joe. It's just an amazing value. And the people are really supportive. The community is very, very supportive.
Awesome.
I'm loving it.
Thank you. And you're just getting started, so I'm looking forward to helping you make $100,000 in profit this year. And I am so excited that you're part of this. You are such an epic human being, so thank you for being here. Philip, number 15, then Eugene, the branding machine, and then Marlene, and that all rhymed.
Philip Griffith, PSG Photo Solutions. I'm a certified photo manager, but who knows what that is? I help use your photos to tell your story so they will last for generations. I'm connecting people to their roots and to their loved ones through their photos.
Amazing. Thank you for being here, Philip. You are awesome. Eugene, Marlene, Adrian, then Darren.
Hey, Joe, thank you for all you do. Eugene, Las Vegas, a promotional marketing company. We specialize this year on posting. It's going to be about new products and companies that give back. So thanks for mentioning tagging there, Joe. If you know a construction company, the business development, marketing, just tag them in my post. You're learning to see new products from me and products that give back. So people want to know about them. They'll thank you for the connection.
Amazing. Thank you. Marlene, Adrian, Darren, and then Anshuma.
Good morning, everyone. Marlene Seiden with Service Quality Solutions here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I improve patient experience by making it easier for medical professionals to provide great care for their patients. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you for being here. Adrian.
I'm Adrian Medina Grimes. I'm here to start a business with my tech consulting background and hoping to learn more from those of you that have been here and add some value to the conversation as well.
Amazing. I see that Lance Lafort has his hand up. Lance, go ahead. Or maybe not. Did you leave? I think he may have left. Okay.
No, I'm here. Joe, I'm here.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, Lance Lafort up in Canada. I'm a recruiter like Joe Clody, but I have, instead of an 8-step program, I have a 9-step program. We developed it off of Rick's 8-step program. I'm just joking. We're a recruiting firm. We look for mid-management and senior management across many different industries. We've been doing it a long time, and we love being here. And Joe, you're awesome. This is the best way to start a Monday morning, too. I think Joe's energy is infectious, and this group is picking up on it, too. So thanks, everybody. Nice to meet the newcomers, and hi to all the other folks. Bye.
Thank you, Darren, and then Anshuma.
Happy Monday, everyone. Darren Cherry, Focus CFO. I lead a team of fractional CFOs across the country, as well as exit planning strategists. We serve principally business owners with revenues under 50 million. Darren Cherry, Focus CFO.
Amazing. Anshuma and then Warren.
Hi, y'all. Happy Monday. I'm Anshuma Ramukamala, founder of Your Purposeful Life, based in Livingston, New Jersey. I'm an executive coach to mid-senior leaders. I help them build confidence, visibility, and authority without burning out. So Lance, Rick, and other recruiters here like Mindy, if you know people after you place them who need this kind of service, who want to up-level their career and life, connect them with me.
Awesome.
I met some incredible people here. And Joe, thanks for bringing us all together. Have a wonderful rest of your week.
Thank you. Warren, take it away.
Morning, Joe and everyone. Warren Rutherford, run the executive suite down here on Cape Cod. Executive search for management, senior and C-level positions. I provide executive search and growth planning for family business owners who want to reshape their leadership teams so the owners can move from the driver's seat to riding shotgun. Thanks, Joe.
I love it. And if we did an event in Barrington, Rhode Island, would you come to it?
Absolutely, yeah. It's only an hour away.
Amazing. Amazing. I was just talking to somebody I met at the Soulful Retreat. She's in Newport. I was like, oh, let's do something in Providence or Barrington over there. She's like, oh, my God, I would come. So that's amazing.
Hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, I'm very excited about doing live events. I'm very excited about people coming together, learning about each other, and actually, you know, one of the things I realize, it's so easy to create content when you're in person. It's so much easier to create content. You know, you just interview people, talk to each other, and take photos and pictures and videos and all that stuff. So that's really, really epic. So thank you. All right, Sherry Mills, take it away. We can't hear you yet. Go ahead.
Good morning, everybody. It's so nice to see all the smiling faces today. I am Sherry Mills. I'm in Pompano Beach, Florida. Hence, I'd love to see you in Hollywood. And I work with busy professionals who are dealing with chronic pain, fatigue, or inflammation and feel overwhelmed by the conflicting health advice that they're getting out there. I help them identify what is actually happening, what's driving their symptoms, and create a simple, personalized plan using nutrition, lifestyle, support, and accountability. The goal is not for perfection or restriction, but for helping them feel stronger, clearer, and confident in their bodies again, so that they have a life of ease and multiple surprises coming up.
Amazing, amazing. And Rajon says she can help with, she's in travel, I guess. Rajon, do you want to unmute yourself and give us your 15-second elevator pitch?
Hey, Sherry, I would love to put together a retreat for the individuals in your group and help them understand that even travel can be a part of that. But I put heads in beds, and I allow for individuals that are busy, like all of you, to be able to see that you have to create that balance in life. But I love to create the space for you to be able to enjoy travel. And also, if you're looking for additional streams of income, I have 10.
Wow. Soyel, is it Soyel Travel? Is that the name of your company?
Yes, that's the name of my company.
Amazing. I love that. How'd you hear about Evie AI?
I believe last year I connected on, we either connected on LinkedIn or there was something that you offered on Eventbrite, because I was hunting heavy online for different ways to help my team. I have over 150 people on my team, and I like to give them new ways and ideas to grow and to connect with other people.
Wow.
I love this platform.
We are so excited that you are here in our community and that you are loving the platform and that you're part of it. So thank you for being here. Lisa, take it away.
Hi, Lisa Greer from Chicago. I'm in IT. Our company basically audits third-party consulting companies to make sure that they're doing what you paid them for. A lot of times we outsource to do things like you need a custom CRM, you need to move your business or your data to the cloud. A lot of times you may not be able to keep track or understand what's going on and what they're doing and how they're doing. That's where Plumleaf VPA comes in.
Amazing. Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. Who still didn't go? Theresa and then Mary. Theresa, are you there? 25? You're muted still, it seems. Okay, maybe Mary will go first and then Theresa after. Mary 18, you want to go?
All right, sure. So yeah, hello everyone. Happy Monday. So I am Mary Chris. I am actually here in behalf of AHOVA. So yeah, I just want to let you know more about her. She's a CPA and a fractional CFO working with service-based businesses that are growing but feeling, financial pressure and complexity increases. So yeah, AHOVA can actually help you with that. And I'm just here on her behalf since I am the one who's managing her LinkedIn account. Yeah, I work as her VA actually.
Amazing.
So that's
amazing. Well, thank you for being here. So appreciative of you. Therese, were you able to unmute yourself? Go ahead.
Yeah, of course the Zoom decides to just freeze when it's my turn. So, hi guys, I'm Therese Överström from Stockholm, Sweden, but working globally. Busy established entrepreneurs hire me to design a smarter business so they can make space to focus on growth because they are sick and tired of working nonstop and going nowhere fast. So I help them streamline their business, focus on what drives results, and design a business that doesn't run on heroics and personal sacrifice. And this is exactly what I do in my new free 4-week course that I launched this week called Busy Work to Business Growth. Let systems do the heavy lifting so you don't have to. Link is in the posting party today.
Awesome. And you guys might be asking, Joe, how do you get to tag everybody so quickly? Does anybody know the secret to tagging everybody so quickly? I have something called the Mention Saver. Have you guys heard of the Mention Saver before? The Mention Saver allows you to mention people very, very quickly and then save those mentions so fast so that you can reuse those mentions over and over and over. So, for example, Rick, I mentioned him in the past. I'm not going to mention him again, but as you can see, I'm going to just delete over here. We're looking for people who want real relationships, the folks who are committed to leverage on LinkedIn. The people are really unbelievable, so grateful. And then I mention all these people, many more people. Let me know what you love most about our community, and I'm going to press post, and all these people are automatically mentioned on LinkedIn because I vibe coded a mention saver a while ago that basically just has all these people already in here. Isn't that crazy? So instead of me typing the whole thing up, you use the mention saver, which is right over here. You can see all the mentions that I can save. Isn't that amazing, Rick? And Rick, this is not an extension. This is just one of the special links that we have in our community, and we have over 80 special links in our community that you can access. So could you imagine if you made a group of mentions? I'm going to add a whole new stock of mentions into my mention saver because I have so many new people in my life. But I just wanted to let you guys know as a little tip that if you want to mention people, there is mention saver technology you can use that will help you create groups of mentions that you can store for later. And if you come to our 2-hour strategy session, we teach strategies like that on a regular basis. You can see all the replays of our strategy sessions at evergreen.com. We did a 2-hour strategy session this past Wednesday. Where was I when I did the strategy? Was I in Orlando? I think I was in Orlando when I did the strategy session. It's so much easier for me to do it from my computer at home, but I still get to travel and do stuff, and still I'm able to bring people together. Now, Rick, has the forums been working out? Because the forums was kind of like a test. Remember the EviAI forums? That was kind of like a test. Are they working out? Have they been working out or not really?
I think some of them are working tremendous. I hear a lot of great things from Deb Kamenetsky's technology. Everybody's loving that one. So I think it's hit and miss. The people that are going are having a great time. I've heard nothing but good feedback.
Amazing. Amazing. So we created these little groups of people, these little pods of people called forums, where people get together and share and build relationships and create community with each other throughout EviAI. I'm always trying to figure out what is the best way to give people the maximum amount of value so that they can actually generate $100K a year. I think the biggest issue that people have from the people that I spoke to is that they don't necessarily have their offer together. So I'm going to start doing a monthly meeting called the Offer Lab, where people kind of get together and we talk about our offers, and then we discuss how can we improve our offers to be able to lean into the $100 million offer methodology. So, and this way people can have a better offer, because the better your offer, the more likely it is that people will take your offer, or that you'll be able to have an offer that people will value. So that's kind of like something that I'm brewing to put together to just add more value to the community. Another thing that somebody told me that they want me to do is to have a mastermind with people that are willing to invest even more into themselves and are willing to go deeper with a group of other people that are willing to invest even more, and more of like a business mastermind where we get together and think about, okay, how do we create $500,000 in revenue in our business? How do we break through? Let's say you're already at 200 and you want to get to $500,000. How do you get to $500,000? How do you hire employees? How do you build a $500,000 business and make it actually profitable so that it operates without you needing to actually be there and always do all the stuff? And you're still able to take home over $100K in profit without you doing the work, without even you doing the sales. So that's a business mastermind. So I'm thinking about doing something like that for a small group of people. I don't want it to be too big, but if that's something that you think you would get value from being in a business mastermind, we would probably need to meet at least twice or 3 times a month, and we would probably need to meet in person 2 or 3 times a year as well. So it would be something that's a little bit higher end. So for those of you that are interested in the mastermind, or if you think it's an even good idea, I'd love to run it by you, because I don't even know if it's a thing that you guys even need. I don't know that it's something that you guys even think it's a good idea or need. And I don't even know what I should even call the business mastermind. What would you call the business mastermind? Rick, do you think it's a good idea to have an offer like that for people that want to take their business?
Yes, I think team together each achieves more. We all the iron sharpening iron thing. When we get together, it's like Arlene said it earlier. She learns something every day in this community. Imagine if you had like-minded people who all are really engaged, sharing their best business tips. I think it's a great idea.
So I would say it's like if you're making over what should the number be for the mastermind? You have to be making a certain amount of money. So like if you're making over 200 and you want to get to 500, is that the number? Like what do you think the number should be? What do you guys think the number should be?
Do a poll, Joe.
Okay. Good. I'll do a poll.
And then you'll get real data.
I'll get real data. If anybody has opinions on what the qualification should be for the mastermind, let me know in the chat. Rajon says, call it accelerator. I like that. I like accelerator. Warren says, I've run masterminds before, so if you need assistance setting it up. I got inspired by a guy named, one of our clients that was at the Soulful Retreat. His name is Jay Fearbrother. He teaches people how to create 6-figure masterminds. And I just got inspired by the concept of a mastermind. I never really thought about it. I never really thought about it that way. It's like, oh my gosh, if we can create a mastermind, it's one thing for us to have the AI circle, and it's another thing for us to have the evergreen networking system. But if we had a mastermind of, let's say, 10, 15, 20 people that are really tight and they really know each other really well, and that they're constantly meeting and working on each other's businesses and helping each other out. It's not like a JV type of thing. It's not like a joint venture mastermind, but it's more of like a business mastermind that really thinks about how you can get your business to the next level. Like how do you really take your business to the next level? You get coached in a group. It's more of like an advisory board, Marlene said. I love that. But it wouldn't be able to be, I don't think it would make sense for it to be more than, let's say, 16 people or whatever. Like it would have to be kind of small. It couldn't be like 200, 300 people. It would have to be small, and everybody would have to commit to showing up, coming. Maybe it would be like 3 hours a month worth of meetings. It could be 3 1-hour meetings, or it could be 1 3-hour meeting or whatever, and then in person as well, like in-person stuff as well. So that's kind of like the idea. I've been part of many masterminds myself over the years, including Vistage. They charge $25,000 a year to be part of that, including EO. That's about $10,000 a year to be part of that, but you have to be doing at least $1 million in revenue. There aren't a lot of masterminds that specifically cater to people that want to crack the 500K mark. So that's what I'm thinking, to be able to kind of create that. Because if you have 2 or 3 employees helping you out, you could get to 500K if you have the right offer, if you have the right way of delegating, if you have the right sales pipeline. You might need some prospecting as well as networking and marketing and so on. So that's kind of like how I'm thinking about it. It's like building a business, like a real sustainable business. Getting to $1 million is a whole nother level. Like that's something that I've done multiple times, but that takes a whole nother level of investment and so on. Therese says, Napoleon Hill is the father of masterminds. Search for his books. Yeah, I've read his books. Amazing, amazing stuff. And I'm a big believer in it, but I wasn't sure if the community was open to something like that. And I think you guys are, but there has to be a level of commitment of people showing up. You know what I mean? Because otherwise it's not going to work. So it has to be a very high commitment of people working together and showing up and so on. So that's very exciting. All right. Anything else anybody wants to share? Anything that anybody needs help with? Anybody needs support? June, go ahead. Do you want to share something?
Oh, I want to, of course, give my speech.
Go for it. Go for your elevator pitch. Yeah.
Hi, I'm June Collins, dog trainer and AI coach, and I help dog trainers and pet pros use simple AI tools to save time, grow their business, and focus more on what matters most, helping dogs and their people succeed.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. I met 2 animal people that I told them I want to introduce you to at
thank you.
At the event. The way that I remembered who I met in each time that I had a conversation or that I ran a circle was I actually made myself a little tiny spreadsheet over here, and I think it may have been round 4. I think it was Sharon. I'm going to find out exactly who it was. It was one of these people here. It might have been Sharon that so there was a bunch of different people that worked in the animal world. I'm going to have to go through this and figure out who they are.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I said I want to connect them with you. Oh,
thank you.
Yeah, Sharon. It might be Sharon Gazzulo. That's who it might be. But I'm going to go through this and figure it out. But do you see the way I put the picture and my notes and I put
Yes.
everyone's name and all that in here
That's
nicely?
very smart.
Yeah, so that way I
Like that.
remember, this way I remember who I met and what the conversation was about and all that jazz. So that's nice. And also took a picture of everybody that was around the table when I did that. So that was really nice. You see?
I like it.
But there were 150 people in the room, so there was a lot going on over there. So it's hard to remember every little thing that happened there. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I don't remember exactly who it was. I don't think it was table 4. It might have been table. No. Oh, it was. I think it was the collaboration circle. That's what it was. Yes, it was the collaboration circle. That's where it was. Look at this. Oh wow, these people really
Thanks,
serious.
Joe. I just want to get you focused on the time. It's 11:15, so probably time to wrap up.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to put this in the chat for you because this was the woman, Joan Raquette. I'm going to put it in the chat. I just put her intro in the chat. All right, well, it is 11:15, so thank you all for being part of this. Really appreciate you guys very much, and I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys more. We do have a 1 o'clock mindful commenting party, so please come to that. We also have a class on Thursday about how to do webinars on Thursday at 4 p.m. I hope you guys can come to that. Tomorrow, we have office hours. We have office hours today. We also have office hours tomorrow. We have it every day. So I hope you guys can come to some of those sessions. And I'm also going to be doing a lot more LinkedIn Lives now. But on Wednesday the 11th, we have a webinar at 1 p.m. on highenergyzoom.com. So put it on your calendar. It's how to get replies on LinkedIn without chasing people. That's Wednesday, February 11th at 1 p.m. Eastern. I hope you guys can come to that. And then I'm going to Manhattan to David Schnurman's book event. Yeah, and I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you for being in my life. And I'll put the link to the event on Thursday in the chat for you guys so you guys can hop on it. Yeah, I just put it in the link in the chat. It's also in our post in our community as resource number 11. And of course, if you guys could post about the LinkedIn Influencer Summit, that would be wonderful. I'd love to repost your post and share it with the community. I'm looking for a few people that want to post about it and email their community about it. So thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next event. Take care, everyone. God bless you. Bye. That, my friends, was another amazing, where am I? Here I am. That was another amazing posting party by Evie AI. I'm so grateful that you guys joined in today, and I appreciate that you're part of it, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. I hope you guys got